Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Cooper Barnes. I am so sorry for not making a video, and today I'm making up with it. I have a 1080p screen recorder here, and basically this new robot game I found called Robot Warfare, which is very awesome, and the graphics are 10 times better than War Robots, even on the max graphics, which I'm basically on right now on this game, and let me just say that it is very, very good. And I am also doing a test as far as low graphics too, to see how much higher my frame rates can get. So right now, if I go to settings, and if you look, you see I'm at the highest setting. So if I go to ultra low setting, I mean the graphics, I mean that's basically kind of what War Robots looks like. I mean it still looks smoother than War Robots, which I think is actually kind of neat. Because War Robots, I mean, everyone knows it's kind of the dominant one on the Play Store at the moment. And even if you can just, well, hold on a minute. Even if you can just run this game at, let's just say, medium settings. I mean, you will see that, I mean, that's high. I mean, that's really good graphics. Now, if you go here and you click on high, I mean, there's not a real big difference in between those two. I mean, it kind of just makes it a little bit more clear, and I have had difficulties of it doing medium on high because of, you know, kind of different glitches, I guess. But this game is kind of just came out. It's been out for a little bit. I mean, you also get a drone, unlike you don't get in War Robots. And I'm basically not going to be battling that much in this video, but just going over this game and letting y'all see that this game, I think, is better than War Robots. The gameplay, I mean, the graphics right now don't look as good as it does actually in the game. There are also lots of weapons. It also gives you basically little bitty like tutorial things on each one. And basically, depending on what level you are, is basically what you can buy. I have seen one hacker today, though. I don't know if it was a hacker or if it was just like a super high level that had the same like unit as this, but had like it was almost like he had unlimited bullets or something. Or it might have just been because he had it max upgraded. So here's basically the most dominant bot in the game. The downside about this game, which I really think is kind of not fair, is that there's a lot of bots you can only get with money. And I mean, look at this one. I mean, this one over here is basically $119. So you're going to pay $119, and you can see it only has basically 18,000 health, or that's basically, I guess, generation of health or something. And it has only 65,000 health. And if you look over here at this one, which I have completely free from playing about 10 minutes today, you will see that it has almost half the health as it does. And this one right here, which is free, has basically almost the same amount of health. So I'm just saying, I don't think you should buy anything off this game. Now, if we click on equip, and now let's go into a battle, I'm just going to show you that it can be a little bit laggier than War Robots, depending on the power of your device. But I have an FPS marker on, and I will be doing 2 battles. I'll be doing one with the maximum graphics, which will be this one, and I'll be doing another one with the lowest graphics to see if it affects anything. So, I mean, one thing is cool about this is not cool about War Robots, is that you can actually pick where you want to spawn by basically dragging. Now, you will be falling, and you don't expect to fall on like a tall structure or something, but you will be actually able to fall, and just so much clearer than War Robots. I mean, there's not that stutter lag like in War Robots. It's like this and that stuff. And also the sounds on this game are so much more realistic, amazing, and it just looks... This honestly looks more like a lower grade PC game than a phone game. And I'm getting about 37 FPS. I mean, I was getting 70 earlier. I think it might just be because I'm screen recording or something. But let's go ahead and test it out. So I mean, and there's no more of that takes 10 minutes to kill somebody like in War Robots. You can actually kill someone pretty fast in this game. Although you'd only play with bots a lot, which I don't really mind it, because I mean, you get more money when you play with the bots, and I honestly don't mind playing with players because a lot of them are hackers. Because there's so many, you know, modern devices that come out now that you can basically hack basically anything with. I just don't really think that it's really worth playing with their players. But I mean, this game is definitely a lot more fun than War Robots. It does say I have low connection speed, and that is true. But it doesn't really lag. It tells you that, but it's not lagging. I guess it's just, because I got good enough data not to lag. I mean, honestly, it looks like this game could go up a little bit more in graphics, even though it has basically the best graphics. It just does look a lot more. It looks like it could make a little bit more texture details. I'm hoping I can kill this guy before he kills me or one of his friends, because I don't want that to happen. Okay, so my LA actually helped me. And one thing about this game that is a lot more cooler than War Robots is that you get these control point things. And as you can see, they're basically winning, and they're basically probably going to win because I haven't actually connected the control points. So what one do they have? So they have that one up there, so I'm going to have to get up there pretty fast if I'm going to stop them. So they only have one player left, which is actually very cool. So I think we're going to actually be able to win this one. And I actually have that happen a lot. I actually haven't lost a match, but that one time I was in with that hacker, which basically he was just killing everybody. I don't think it was a hacker, to be honest. I think it was just like a really high ranked person that just put the max level stuff on a lower tier just so he could play with noobs and stuff. Which is basically a new player, if you ain't familiar with a noob, or doesn't know how to play. But, I'm just going to see if we can kill this guy, because I know he's not going to let us, because I think we're going to die. Nope, we got him. In victory. Now, unlike War Robots, you ain't going to be getting that 400k a battle, but you will be getting within that 100k and basically 40k. I didn't get that much in this battle because I didn't kill many people, because I've been screen recording. I'm just more talking about the game than actually playing it. So yes, this game does take a little bit longer to get into the server, which, I mean, I can kind of understand because the graphics are, I mean, so much better than War Robots. And so now our round with the lowest graphics setting, and we're going to be seeing if it runs any smoother. Now, I don't really think it's going to. I mean, it could, but I'm just saying that the graphics on the lower setting really ain't going to determine a whole lot. I mean, this kind of looks more like War Robots because everything's kind of blurred on War Robots. It's not really super clear, if that makes sense. I mean, War Robots is nice. It's definitely like probably the second nicest one on the Play Store, but I just rate this one to be so much higher. And a lot of people have been asking me, why you been hating on War Robots? I'm not hating on War Robots, because I had that comment actually happen on me when I was actually bragging about War Robots on my old video, which I kind of deleted that person and blocked them from the channel because they're just basically just hating on everything. So, I mean, don't be a hater. I mean, or you're just going to get blocked. So, I mean, now we're getting 60-some FPS, which, I mean, that should be kind of, I mean, this runs so much smoother on low graphics. But, I mean, you're not going to be getting that awesome graphic look. As you can see, like, I mean, this right here doesn't look that much worse than War Robots. I mean, War Robots is definitely better than this. I mean, still, I mean, at the 46 range, I mean, I still think that a weak device could run this on higher power. I mean, this has a 4GB RAM, and I'm just thinking it can run this a lot better. Now, I don't know how much ROM this thing has, probably more like 3 or 4. I mean, I don't honestly know. It might, ain't like a PC that has 8. And one thing that's cool about this is it looks a lot better than, it's a lot, I like it a whole lot better than War Robots just because, I mean, how smooth it is. Unlike War Robots that you're going to be sitting there and glitching and have to play for hours to get, like, stuff, you actually get the robot technically free. You just have to level up, which is a lot more useful than just playing for hours and hours and hours and hours just to get a robot and not really any guns. So in this game, the only thing you're really paying for is weapons. Not really much anything else. Maybe superior weapons to others, but I mean, nothing really bad. So I mean, the texture details over there look like War Robots. I mean, I don't know what they actually look like on max graphic settings, but I'm just saying this looks more like a War Robots competitor as far as the way how the gameplay is. The War Robots, I have to give the credit to War Robots for being basically the first game to come out with it. So unlike that, I think that's a hacker as well. Say, is that a hacker? Because I mean, he was just shooting infinite bullets, even though he couldn't aim. So I mean, It's either a hacker or it's a glitched bot, or maybe it's just an OP weapon I just don't know about yet. If any of y'all play this game and know what it is, then please tell me. Unless it's just some sort of lag issue. If it's lag, I mean, I can understand that. So I'm really hoping we can win this, because there's only 2 players left, and I think we can win this. I'm just going to have to push hard for the bots, because like everyone else has bots besides me. Basically, if we can just hold, we got this, because they can't really come back, because they got only 3 players. We got 6, so I mean, they kind of can come back, depending if they have a hacker. But I mean, honestly, we do need to get those control points, if that's the last thing we do. This guy, I think he's doing more damage than me. I don't honestly know how, though. Come on, teammates, help me, teammates, please, help me, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. You know. See, I mean, I'm kind of confused if that was a hacker, because I had a big hunk of health left, and I just instantly died. So, I mean, yes, it does have a little bit of lag as far as on the other players. I think it's just because of my Wi-Fi, which is reasonable. But, we're just going to kind of wait, I guess, for this battle to end. I mean, it ain't going to hurt no one to watch anything. I mean, I kind of wish you could crank the graphics up while you're in battle, but I can kind of see. Oh, okay, so you can take your money and leave since you died. But I guess, did it end, or did I click on something? I don't know. It said victory, whatever it meant. So maybe it probably, I'm thinking that was probably bots that had OP weapons, because it wouldn't tell me that. So, shark. So, do we actually just unlock the shark? I mean, I just unlocked the other one a couple minutes ago, so I mean, if we already unlocked the shark. Oh my goodness, we have. Let's turn the graphics back up so we can see what it looks like in high detail. Whoa, I mean, it's such a big difference, though. I mean, there's no more like those small blurs. I mean, I can zoom in. I mean, there's a little bit of blurry, but I mean, you can't really fix that on Android games, because, I mean, there's a zoom effect, which is always going to be blurry. How much health does it have? It has 36k health, which isn't that great. It has 42 miles an hour, which is actually the fastest one of the bunch, I believe, except for this one. Yep, it's the fastest one of the bunch, even though it's the biggest. And can it have another weapon? That is kind of what I'm concerning, because it has a hole in the other side, so I'm actually kind of thinking it can. So, what is this gun? I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it a little bit. I mean, I have some stuff. Ooh. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this thing a couple times. So much is that? Oh, it's going to be a lot of money. I don't really want to do that. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we can play one more round and test out this, and then we'll end the video. I mean, I like this game a lot more than War Robots. I mean, and you probably were like, well, you never did beat War Robots. I mean, I did. I mean, I basically got to when you get the tech points, and I mean, at that point, I mean, it's kind of cheap, because it's hard to get tech points. And even if you do get tech points, like that right there, whenever my hand a hacker. I think it's like a future robot you can get that actually has like an ability to shoot super fast, but they're playing as it maybe looks similar. But I mean, there's so much higher detail. I mean, look at the mountains, and look at the rocks, and look at the bushes, and look at basically the infrastructure, and look at the robot graphics. I mean, it's just a lot more. I mean, the programmers and the graphicers that basically engineered this game, they did a good job. And I just want to say that, because I mean, am I actually playing this? Well, that didn't take long. I think I'm getting in with more OP bots, or if it's just like making the bots have more overpowered stats, since I'm kind of getting more OP bots, which I mean, I can understand. I mean, you don't want to be playing with like level 1 bots. I mean, I'm not the best player in the world either. So, I mean, we're going to... whoa. How much ammo does he have? Is that... Bruh, let me watch this guy. I think this is a hacker. Why can't I zoom in on him or move my cursor? I can't actually see his weapon, so I don't know what he's using. I think that's probably one of those reviews that said about overpowered robots. I think it actually is a bot, but I'm thinking that it's a bot that has overpowered stats. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's still shooting. Is it? He's got to have like the max upgraded version of it or something. I don't know, man. I don't know if that was a hacker or not. I mean, we didn't get no money because of him, and I'm kind of actually getting irritated by playing. I think that's 2 rounds now. Y'all have seen a hacker. So, I mean, I don't honestly know. At this point in time, I don't know if it's a hacker or if it's just like what the reviewers were saying about this game is that some of the bots get overpowered weaponry. I guess we could go ahead and look through the weapons and actually see if there is anything like that, but I mean... How fast could you shoot like that? I mean, it's... Guess we can... So... Unless it's this right here, then... I don't know. And even if this was max level, let me just see about this. Click on this, okay. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, that could definitely be a hacker, because I mean, I don't think it's possible, to be honest. I mean, I think those things are, but I mean, just how? Unless if anything has that on it, I can see it. But I mean, he had this bot right here, and it was just shooting like that. Which maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe that's just the max leveled thing. Can I stop it? Or is it just? Oh, I got 50 gold. So it's one of those cheap things. I mean, I'm not really going to be a big fan of the game if it has overpowered bots like that every couple rounds. I mean, I don't like that at all, to be honest. But I think we'll be doing reviews now for the rest of the channel, basically doing a lot of robot game reviews as well as War Robots to see a comparison. Now, I don't think it's fair I give this the fair winning yet, since I haven't played War Robots on the channel but one time. We're going to be playing that in the next video. If you guys enjoyed today's video about Robot Warfare, then please download the game and play with me. I'll be giving you my nickname in the future. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching.